We go to video on location after school. It's the very early stages of rehearsal, and I'm hoping that they will learn some of their acting skills, develop some of their acting skills, as well as learn something about the text itself.
The disciplines of biology, chemistry and physics have been replaced by a new combined science course. This experiment isn't enough to get you a BSc, but it's part of the government's plan to get youngsters interested in science.
This gives them a basis for going on to do balanced science later on up to GCSE, where they will study all the different science disciplines. We don't have separate sciences now, biology, chemistry or physics. They're all thrown in together in balanced science courses, and this, we hope, will encourage girls to go on and study science later on in their educational careers. Of all of the subjects in the national curriculum, science possibly has the most complex patterns of assessment, because we have 16 attainment targets and 10 levels in each one. And I think we as science teachers are still really trying to find the best way of actually making valued assessments on some of these attainment targets.
There are many things that we can instinctively, by experience, judge how pupils are doing, both in terms of practical skills and indeed written skills. Now we have to formalise these in ways that don't necessarily make it easy for us to transfer information that we've had in the past into a form that we're required to do in the future. We're required to assess on practical skills, on knowledge, handling of information and so on. There's a phenomenal amount of work to do, and finding ways of doing that without biting into your teaching time is a problem that we're all trying to address at the moment.
It's a problem that Tickenham's staff share. And besides the regular teacher assessments, children will have to take national tests. These are still being appraised, but once they're implemented, teachers and pupils will face even greater pressure.
I would like to get away very much from this word testing. It's certainly not testing that is intended. What is intended for children at 7 and 11 particularly are standard assessment tasks, not tests. And that means tasks that are part of their everyday classroom practice, not something new that's bolted on as an extra for a certain number of weeks in the summer term.
You think it's weird?
The government aims to raise standards by giving parents and the press more information about pupils' performance, allowing schools to be judged by their results.
I am very concerned about the children who are not great attainers as far as academic success is concerned, and who may not pass exams at high grades. These children very often need extra resources, and I'm worried that these extra resources may not be available. And I'm also concerned that a child who has specific learning difficulties, and maybe therefore a statement of educational need, may not find a place in a school unless he has a ticket saying he brings extra money with him. We would all like more provision for the children who have special needs, be they very bright or be they struggling. But we certainly make provision here. All teachers have to be aware of these children.
We try to assess the particular needs of each child and address them. We therefore have support teachers within classrooms. We occasionally withdraw some children from mainstream lessons if they need particular support at a certain time. And we try very hard to look at them all as separate entities.
The pressures of the new system are mounting for pupils and teachers alike. All over the country, trained teachers are opting for a less stressful life outside the classroom.
Nationally, there are some areas of teacher shortage. There can be no question about that in subjects such as modern languages, maths and physics, to name but a few. There are shortages. We've been very fortunate here, and to date we have had no difficulty in filling the vacancies that we have, although once or twice we haven't had as large a field of applicants as we would have expected in previous years to have got. and I think that's being reflected across the country. I like to feel that because we're a reasonably successful school that we do attract applicants to posts here, and the fact that we're 11 to 18 and can offer a wide range of work also will make us attractive to people either wishing to enter the profession or moving for promotion within the profession.
It's been a really good year. I think I've been very fortunate to get into this school. It's a good school and it's an excellent faculty that I'm working in. And really I've had many positive experiences. I knew it would be tough, as all first year in teaching is tough, but by that same token it's also been a very enjoyable year. I've had a lot of positive experiences. I've had an awful lot of positive feedback from the colleagues I'm working with and from the children as well. And really I feel quite confident and positive about the future and about my next few years in teaching as well.
With so many changes underway, will today's A-level students take on the job of teaching tomorrow's pupils?
I don't know, I don't think I'd have the patience with people. I'm just not that sort of person. Both my parents are teachers, so I get all the talk at home about how abysmal it is and how they don't enjoy it anymore and how it's going downhill. And they're sort of saying to me, because I did want to be a teacher at one time, but they've sort of slowly talked me out of it, and I'm sort of broadening horizons now and looking around for other jobs.
It's a bit too ritual. I think it's the same every day, whereas I'd like to do something different every day.
I think I'd rather teach older children than infants or primary school.
These are testing times for education as both teachers and pupils shape up for the future. Opponents of the changes claim children are being used as guinea pigs in a mammoth and costly experiment. The government is sticking to claims that the national curriculum will improve quality, and in a few years' time all children will be better educated and better equipped to meet the demands of modern employers.
I don't think there's any guarantee standards will go up, but the opportunities are there for us to kind of work within a system that none of us have asked for, but we kind of will take on board, and we can not just make the best of it, but make something new out of it, which serves us as teachers and also serves obviously the parents and the pupils most of all.
Might raise standards, but the children who don't make it where they want to go, they'll be disappointed. They could be affected for the rest of their lives.
To say they'll be better educated in 10 years' time is to imply that the education they've had until now has been inadequate, and that isn't the case at all. Good primary practice has given children a good education.
It's too early yet to say as to how effective the national curriculum may be. In some subject areas we are very vague still about what it is that will need to be taught. So I think that teachers are naturally wary. They are concerned that much of the freedom which they've had in the past to determine curriculum is being taken away from them. But like true professionals, they are getting on with the job of ensuring that the national curriculum is delivered. And of course it is my legal responsibility to see that that is the case.
The children in this reception class represent the undergraduates of the next century. We'll have to wait until then to make the final verdict on the national curriculum.
I'm a great optimist. I don't think you can be in education these days if you're not an optimist. And I think good teachers are always looking for ways of improving what they do for the benefit of the children in their class. So I'm confident that teachers will make it work, and it's teachers that will improve the quality of learning for children by using the national curriculum to the best advantage.